Hey everyone, it's me HawkeyeG, and I'm here with another video for you. This time I'm doing a continuation of a long playthrough of the Reichland faction of the Empire race. We're getting a little bit of a sneak preview of the ending here, but I'm picking up where I left off in my last long play video, going through this campaign and kind of treating it like a live stream, just going turn by turn, talking my way through things, showcasing everything that happens, and trying to explain my decision making and strategy along the way. And so we're getting a little taste of the ending here. Our goals this time around are to defeat Kazrak the One-Eye of the Beastmen, defeat Festus the Leech Lord of the Warriors of Chaos, and to stabilize and get our Imperial authority up so we can start thinking about confederations. Again, maybe a little bit of a spoiler that we're already seeing some of the results here, but obviously those are the goals. We intend to achieve them. So with that being said, let's get back into the starting point of this video and get things started. Now, I debated this a lot the last time as to who to restore and who not to restore. And I gotta say, I'm still debating it. The thing is, if you revive an elector count, sure, that helps in the short term, but then you have to pay for them with Imperial authority in the long term. However, as we can see from this list, I should gain one from reinstating them, gain another from returning their settlements, unless that's from attacking them. You know, I'm going to have to experiment a little and find out how it works, because I'd really like to restore Middenland, instead of taking over their lands and taking over their job as protector of this northwest flank. I'd rather restore them to it, help them gain momentum, and kind of leave them to it. Sometimes I like to take Hawkland as sort of a lightning rod territory for myself, but depending on how this plays out, yeah, I mean, we'll see. These are tempting territories to take. I like to have it as a lightning rod so that some of these northeastern enemies will decide to march through and attack me and let some of these other Empire factions live for another day. The thing is, if I'm thinking right, and I don't play enough, haven't played Empire for a while, hence all the dwarf videos, as you can guess. If we restore Middenland, we would remove Elector Counts Destroyed penalty, we'd remove Elector Capitals Lost penalty, we would gain Elector Counts Reinstated, we'd gain Empire Settlements Returned. Maybe the Elector Counts Destroyed will stay. Well, let's end turn and find out here real quick. Oh, well, I have no words. Okay, this is the most free thing of all time. Here I thought we'd have to put any effort into sniffing out Kazrak, and okay, well, all of the people out there who are like, oh, the AI just runs away, they never engage with me, blah blah blah, like, I don't mean to dismiss people's experiences, because sometimes that does happen, but Creative Assembly has heard your cries and complaints, and they have made changes as a result. Like, in my opinion, there's no doubt of that. We just got to see evidence of that now. Oh, this is nice too. Stop the civil war between two electors, gain Imperial authority. That's why we like to keep prestige on hand. And now suddenly we're back at positive Imperial authority. And we get a ton of stuff on him. That's actually incredible. Yes, we lose Imperial authority for the Elector Counts Destroyed and Capitals Lost. Well, I think the Capitals Lost is just kind of a permanent state. Events 1, prevented Civil War 1. Because, I don't know, I'm still thinking I'd like to revive Boris. I'd like to revive him. I want the AI to pay for this. I want the AI to build and upgrade these things. I don't want to rebuild all of these ruins from scratch. So we'll take this first army. We'll just march over to this little settlement here. See what options it gives us. I will gain fealty for returning this settlement. Will I gain the Imperial authority? So that must be when they... Let's see what happens with this one. Does Imperial authority get gained? Yeah, Elector Counts Reinstated. We're going to have to get him his capital back for that one. And, I'm gonna play this out. I don't think I really need to, but since we're taking attrition and we're moving through enemy territory and we're giving this territory back to Middenland, I think it's useful to take as minimal of losses as we can. I really don't think that we needed to play this out. The auto-resolve surely would have been favorable enough. But here's still a situation where this is going to be an effortless battle, right? These are some of the ones that, again, if you're struggling, this can be good to play out to kind of give yourself some more practice. If you feel that you have a tough time with some of these, it like doesn't get any easier than the look of this battle. Hopefully you can see that, but just kind of try to do a quick setup here. If it's a supposedly free battle, it should mean minimal effort can be put into deployment as well, and success can still be found. We're going to do something like that. And then, yeah, we're just going to move this up. Move this up. We don't need to move him up too much. Light Wizard, maybe get him out for one little spell. We basically have the Reichsguard back here to protect the artillery. I'd like to spread these out a little bit better. Give us more of a firing line for those handgunners. I wonder if the enemy's even going to approach, actually, is a good question. Set quick and simple. Well, we got our units in position first, and what happens from there is kind of irrelevant. Oh, we actually do see them back there. What was that? You just fire a mortar right into that tree? Nice shot. What is going on out there? Oh, we can fire this off. We'll do it. Bang. Yeah, and it should just be kind of a slaughter. Should I? I'm not even sure. Like, I'm thinking about, like, oh, who do I need to target? Who are their priority targets here? And it's kind of like, it doesn't matter, does it? Matters very little, in my opinion. Like, this is one of those battles you could kind of AFK. There's a chance if you do too much, it's just going to make for a worse result. Now, we do want to get those guys out of there if we can. This is where maybe running these guys in would have helped as well. Ooh, that was a good spell. It's also where we can start lining up on the flanks for some of these units. Try to give ourselves a better angle. Yeah, I mean, without doing anything, we're winning that fight. Our swordsmen appear to be in there. And let's try to fire into that clump. And that, I mean, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Do have that sorcerer that's kind of doing some bad things. Go take care of them. So that's about all they got left. Yeah. Yeah, this looks like crap, dude. Why is this recording so poorly? Looks fine here. I'm gonna have to watch this back and see how it goes. No, yeah, no chance we can encamp there. Run him on back. Actually, he can get out of... Oh, there we go. Nice. We just get rid of that. Oh, we do have that spare spearman. I should have just tossed in his army right away. Level up this building. How does this look? This looks pretty clean on the stream now. That battle did not look good, though. I'm wondering how that turned out. upgrade all the economy buildings. And we're left with not enough for the heroes. Which I don't like. But I'm not sure I'm going to actually change anything about that decision.
I am Prince and Emperor.
Some upgrades on our missile units. They'll still have a lot of value later on. A little bit of a leadership bonus. Not matter too much.
By Sigma's will, come in peace, all right?
You can give us some money, that's good.
Here to serve.
Enough to build what I want? No. 3 grand for that, 3 grand for that. I want to get the warrior priest building and then swap it out, is the plan. And I wanted to see if Sterling. We're gonna have to wait that out. I don't wanna. Should not have to pay them for that. Well, it doesn't look as clean as I'd like it to, but so far it's not too bad. So we're gonna build that so we can get a warrior priest. Yeah, and this is why we want that, because right now he just does not replenish enough. Yeah, have I successfully blocked that with my own army? Nicely done. Just give him one of them swordsmen. Have him sit here. Maybe pull a couple more swordsmen. I don't really need this. Now, elector counts reinstated does give us another point here. And that's without reclaiming his capital. Yeah, I actually think that this is worth it. Originally I wasn't sure, but him being able to put his own money into those, we get the point for elector count reinstated. We don't get points for settlements returned, and I'm not sure exactly how that would work. That might be from us attacking them and then giving it back in civil war, is what that one must be for specifically. So it's unfortunate we can't access that, but still, elector capital's lost. Once we get rid of that, we'll still gain a second point back, so we'll really only be 1 point shy of confederating them. We're getting fealty for every settlement we restore. We aren't really... We are recruiting some more units here, but we've got everything we need. Like, right now we're at a good balance of having spent an appropriate amount of money and having obtained an appropriate amount of goods. We like to see that. Oh, and these caravans are just a godsend, huh? Tithe rebates complete. Local militia comes next. I suppose we're still in the early game. I feel like we're so behind on research, but it's really not in that bad of a state. Yeah, one more turn and we can start recruiting handgunners. I think we just wait for that. Maybe I send this guy out to try and recapture some of these, but right now it's so dangerous out there. We're not losing any ground. We're not gaining any ground on the corruption. Total +0. Why don't we get a readout on that? Whatever. I'm not sure why that is. Just says +10. Other types of corruption 5. Well, maybe we can get things moving here and help him out. Everland. Marienburg. Golden Order. I'd pay them for non-aggression pact. I really just can't justify that cost. Alright, so... Oh, Talabheim is down. Look, I mean, here's the thing. The way that I play and the approach that I take to this game, I could run over here. I could try to save this. I don't think that's the right call. I think that right now we are in a good spot. Like, I'd like to start creeping out. You know what? Actually, what I can do is start creeping out with Franz's army. I don't think I have any sort of... Let's see. Does he have any recruitment bonuses right now? Emperor upkeep? No. Constructor? That could be nice. But we don't... Yeah, recruitment cost for infantry in its lord's army. Is that from him or is that a research? So he doesn't have the recruiter trait. I don't know where he's getting that from. Probably from a follower then. Because I'm debating, do I just leave this army behind, recruit the handgunners that I need, and swap them out for these crossbowmen? That's basically what I'm thinking. I'm going to disband those archers, get some of our income back, because we don't need that right now. We aren't good enough friends with any of these other guys yet. Garrison Lord not moved, we don't need that. Notification or building upgrade or Lord not moved. We are going to look over here, but yeah, we moved as far as we can. I mean, it seems pretty evident that he's got all his armies there. I almost don't even want to start capturing that territory and giving it away because it will, like Middenland's just going to get attacked. It'll just be bait for Festus. We're not quite ready to fight him. Jeez, okay, he's just pushing south? I hate that, but there could potentially be some benefits. Okay, and Middenland retakes their capital all on their own. You like that. That's what you love to see. Middenheim. What? Oh, wait, Nordland took it? No, 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 no. Oh, that's gross. Mystery meat. Alright. Yeah, like, I want them to have a fully restored province. I don't want to screw around with anything like that. So yeah, this is going to level 2. This is going to level 2. Now, this is what I'm talking about. We have some of the funds to spare right now, or do we? I kind of want to just get this barracks out of here. What could I potentially place in there? Maybe the roads instead? Oh, Altdorf doesn't have a growth building? You know, maybe that could be useful here. I'm trying to think of what else I would put in here. Like, I want this Mage's Conclave. I don't want to drop the barracks until I have it replaced. Uberstrike is going up in 5 turns. I guess we are going to wait. We're going to wait. I kind of don't like to do it that way, but we are going to wait. We're in a holding pattern. Yeah, I mean, pretty simple stuff here so far. Grunberg is at tier 3, and I think right now, because of Festus's movements, I'm gonna put walls on that. Wow, we can actually afford all those income buildings. Like, that's critical here. Now, we can't afford any more handgunners this turn, which is also critical. So we are gonna skip on that income building for 1 turn here. We still have this mystery meat bonus, don't we? Casualty replenishment. At least this corruption is plummeting. What about, he doesn't have any armies over here. We could just get over here and take this. He took Wolfenburg too? Man. Well, they're not going to be able to keep that. I don't know why you'd settle that, but he's got to have an army in here somewhere. Moving through these turns pretty quick, at least, but we just haven't seen any action.
I will hear what you have to say.
Yeah, oh hell yeah. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Demand Middenstag's return. Middenstag. Please. What are these missions? Be at war with Wissenland? No thanks.
Why talk? So, welcome, my countrymen.
What can I do?
It is good to see fellow sons of the Empire this day. On it.
That's more like it. Krugenheim. So we know that Festus is right around there. And yeah, apparently we're just going to get to take this for free. He's got to have an army up here at Wolfenburg, though, so I can't be too quick to jump the gun here. Now, this is another situation where I probably don't need to play this fight out, but in the interest of safety, I'm going to play this out. this is not the time to be taking frivolous auto-resolve damage. Wait, and it's a field battle anyway? Huh. I guess it's not a Dark Fortress, is it? It's just a regular settlement that is held for the Warriors of Chaos. Which makes sense, and I don't play enough Warriors of Chaos to think about those things very often, but... Okay, we definitely could have auto-resolved this. We're gonna make this one just quick 1, 2. I don't know what I did with my Reichsguard. They're gonna come over here. I'm gonna come off guard mode. I'm gonna spread the troops a little bit. Actually, pull these back. Scoot these over. Find some gaps. Wait, what the hell are you doing? I must have backed them off when I saw the horsemen coming. Get some free damage out. What happened with those mortars just now? Could have sworn they just impacted on my own troops. Those are Chaos Warriors. We'll just pin them in place real quick. This other one's dodging the mortar shots. Marauders coming in. We want to make sure that those stay. We want to make sure our handgunners actually stay on the high priority targets. This is a good battle for teaching some quick lessons. These handgunners are obstructed somehow. Ah, there's a fence in the way, the classic. Asked, oh, there we go. Get the mortars on the big pile. Just try to spread out across the field. I feel like there's nothing left to say at this point. Like, this battle is done. We're just waiting for that to happen. Yeah. Alright. 27 losses. Yeah, the greatsword's actually taking a little bit of chip damage from the wolves coming in. Halberdiers look like they didn't trade... Well, I mean, they are fighting Chaos Warriors. Didn't trade the best, but not terribly. And like I said, I don't know that we would have taken a lot more damage in auto-resolve, but this is a very acceptable, highly acceptable result. Now, the one concern I have is if they end up marching back up from down south, and then also moving in from the north at the same time. And Talabheim's in the way. Wouldn't really stop them much, but it would hold them back enough. Now, I like to take this missile resistance perk. I suppose it's totally pointless here. I take it out of instinct, and as soon as I take it, I realize, well, they're not going to have a lot of missile units to be attacking us with, so who cares? But, I've got HawkeyeG built. 6 turns. Like, I so want to take growth, but well, that's what we need here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more turn of recruiting handgunners. Now we can run out and swap this all around. We can now afford our income upgrade. We can't afford pastures. We can afford another income upgrade while we're still recruiting. We did manage to pry that non-aggression pact. Oh. Everland will just... Ooh. Give it to us for free. Give us some money. Oh, and my... Okay, that's actually really baller. This is a good thing to look out for. Non-aggression pact with the Wood Elves. It won't actually stop them from attacking us, but it will slow them down potentially. Oops, quick deal. looks like,
Welcome, my countrymen.
yeah, these guys want, I mean, a trade agreement's probably not worth much at this point. We can just get a bunch of money out of them anyway.
So,
Okay. Yeah, now we have 5 Imperial Authority. Empire settlements being returned. I'm still not sure that I understand how that one works. Authority for returning Empire settlements. Maybe it just takes a turn to kick in from having restored these. We can actually afford the pastures and still have some leftover money, which is good because I need to make sure that I remember that I actually wanted to recruit a warrior priest or 2. And now I'm just going to straight up get rid of that building and replace it with the mage building. Could use prestige, but I really don't want to waste it. I hate to spend my money like this, but that's what I think is the best thing to do here.
yes, to unite the province. So,
We're moving really fast through these. I'm quite disappointed that I can't reach either of these because right now... So is this our guy with the leadership buff? No. So, kind of thinking that the leadership buff guy is going to go into... I keep selecting the same one. Whatever. You're going to go out here first. And that way I can select the right guy. I want the disciplined one to go in with the Lord, who already is one of these. And I want him to run out here. Maybe he could have used a couple of additional swordsmen as well. That certainly wouldn't have hurt us here. Yeah, the only thing we can do is take Crudenwald. Can we get from Crudenwald to Brass Keep in 1 turn? Probably. The real problem is I want to take back Wolfenburg now so that Ostland can have it back. I don't want them to be crippled the way that they are right now. I don't like that. Oh, will you? Oh, I haven't met Dreicha yet. So here's another thing. You know, we can kind of track this movement. We know that he's at Kappelberg, just from the way that these things have been getting moved around, built and destroyed. Sturland happy with us finally. Get all our deals maxed out. Again, I don't know that trading with every one of these people is necessarily the right maneuver here, but with these nearby ones, at least, like the point is to get their fealty up by having high relations, which we will get as our relations improve by building a bunch of deals with them. We can also afford our battle mage building, which we do not want to forget. I can't see. I didn't leave myself with enough money to capture Crudenwald, but I don't want to. What I want is to go to Wolfenburg. Yeah, and reclaim it. Oh, and finding an army there would actually be really nice. It'd be really nice to knock that out and prevent it from growing. Averland's going to give us military access for money, not even for free. Yeah, the secession will be stopped. Plague that will hurt. Oh man, okay, a lot of features. Unfortunate. As you can see, this plan worked out, I mean, honestly, better than I expected or than it even needed to. We've got 4 Imperial Authority, reinstating elector counts, returning settlements, taking back capitals. Now, Talabheim is dead again. Oh. Does that mean I need to pull back? Well, I really don't want to, because Wolfenburg is right there, but actually wow, but if they show up, this army and Hergig are toast. What? Did they just sack it and run away? I mean, obviously they did. They just razed it to the ground. So, we're going to run to Hergig. Run you towards Hergig. We are going to trade away some units. Then I won't be able to ambush like I want, but that's okay. Yeah. But that's okay. I might even just march back towards Wolfenburg. I don't know what he's doing over here. Actually, I shouldn't have done that, just because if he does come through and attack Hergig, this army's dead. That's the whole reason that I had him here. Well, that could be a costly mistake. We will find out in short order. Is there anything I need to build yet? Not really. Helmgart, I just can't afford it. I feel better now that I have this non-aggression pact. I feel a lot better about that. But I can't... Yeah, these guys have a fort now. That's bad news. I can't ignore that forever. And we could afford a settlement upgrade here. Yeah, I don't know that, like, Hawkland is going to be the best territory to take. Like, taking this doesn't necessarily justify my previous decisions, but we can already see I would not have had enough money to upgrade Middenland. Yeah, literally just looked at this and went, he has that fort. That's not good. This is why I've been upgrading my fort. Oh, this is going to be bad, though. He's strong and he's doing well right now. Heinrich Kemmler. That's bad, because he can see he has 2 armies down there, and if he just piles them on the fort, it's going to be tough. Okay, I'll take the public order. That's probably a mistake. What do we do here? Drop 1 weak swordsman. Throw a warrior priest in there. I hate to do this because this is just a waste of a turn. I suppose we'll make money from the fight. Oh, there's this stupid little army. Okay, let's auto-resolve it and see what it looks... Yeah, look at that! Dude, this is what I was talking about when I said no time for frivolous auto-resolves. Look at how many losses we took there. And this is against the same kind of garrison that we fought for 27 losses. Unbelievable. Should have took my own advice. And we're still taking attrition here, which that's not good. But we have the warrior priest now. You can start to get replenishment. I don't like the idea that I'm going to have to now sit in place here and recover. Hawkland restored. Provincial edict. Lord skill point. Research available. Yeah, my biggest concern is, like, isn't this army just going to be able to go in and take this back right away? Yes. I should have stayed there because I'm still taking attrition in my army. I'm making lots of little mistakes here in this campaign. Hopefully that empowers you to make some little mistakes in your own. Don't necessarily do exactly what I do, because it's going to start costing us here. Yeah, we're going to go for that armor upgrade, because we've got some good missile unit perks right now. I'm trying to think if there's anything I'm missing right now. Like, he's just running around in Talabecland, which honestly is almost the best case scenario. Keeping him busy there, letting us wipe out his core territories. When he's got an outpost here in Kappelberg, who cares? Now this is where it gets a little sketchy. We detect Festus in ambush. And the biggest problem we have is that our army is not at full strength. You know, that's not much of a problem. We actually have a clean solution for this. I really, really want this army to start running back down here. Oh. Well, it's gonna have to wait for 1 turn. And Ubersreich is gonna get a garrison building purchase, which I also kind of hate.
I see no other option.
This is like, yeah, this is tough. This is a tough campaign. I wish that in the early turns I would have moved a little faster. Actually, looks like Bretonia could be the saving grace. If they are moving through here, they could potentially pull some of the threat off. This is just tough to see. Like three zombie armies on the border of my territory, and if this was tier 3, I'd be a little less concerned, but it's not. We're going to clean up Festus effectively, but are we going to sacrifice our home territory for it? Let's hope not. I want to leave Karl Franz here to deal with this frontier, and I want to start sprinting this army home like an absolute madman. Oh, now having breathed the biggest sigh of relief. Van Krugenheim's return to Talabheim? Sterling will retain control of Krugenheim? You know, I kind of don't care about that right now. Well, but it would push me into... This could be interesting. Returned to Talabekland. Which pushes Talabekland into 10 fealty. Krugenheim? Yeah, I mean, they need something, bro. Come on. I'd like to restore their territory. Now, this is about as ideal of a situation as it gets. We bought ourselves the time we needed to replenish this army. We can move it back out. Oh, and he's just going to take it. Now, this is a situation where I will auto-resolve it. The strategic decision is to auto-resolve. Okay, apparently we're going to lose a random swordsman. I was going to say, because the damage will be well-balanced, it apparently is not going to be as well-balanced as I had hoped. Well, you can see it's still spread. Maybe we should have played that out. Might have gone a little better, but this, you can see, I don't know. There's some real risks in here. Beast of Nurgle, a Chaos Giant at full unit leadership rank. Armored Chaos Trolls, 2 Exalted Heroes. Chaos Warriors of Nurgle with great weapons. Another Chaos Warrior, another Chaos Warrior. Like, these are the kinds of troops that are going to have the armor we're concerned about. Chaos Giant, Armored Chaos Trolls. A lot of this stuff is nasty. I still feel like we took a lot more damage than I would have expected, and kind of disappointed in myself for choosing not to play that out. Well, like I said, I just kind of assumed that the damage would spread appropriately, and it kind of did not. Now, he is going to take attrition out here, which really sucks. I can't believe we still don't have that down. Maybe we just move him to the edge here. Oh, man. So we're going to creep him out, put him in camp stance, and try to get him there as soon as possible. But I'd like to give him one turn of healing just for safety's sake. Can get some more wound replenishment. Take 1 point of melee defense on our Lord. We can put Franz in here to get replenishment again, and this is the difference that having this warrior priest makes. I really don't feel like it's worthwhile to sit and replenish for 2 turns just to get this one swordsman back. And he's high enough rank now that we can start in on his unique. Lord recruit rank, Reichsguard, great swords, upkeep and recruit rank for his whole army. I don't know how much of this I'm going to get, because I'm not really using much great swords or Reichsguard units this campaign. I'm not really planning to. Empire captains would be nice, but we're not recruiting them right now, so it doesn't matter. Auto put him on the Pegasus, and I'm kind of fine with that. I still actually want to get him some personal points, but skill, or upkeep reduction, that's going to be a nice benefit for us to have. We're going to keep pumping that replenishment rate up. We want to get our light mage to the point where they can get an actual damage spell. We should spend a little money on Krudenwald, but I'd really like to level up Helmgart. This is what you love to see. You know, a turn ago we saw their army kind of split off in 3 different directions, and now the Wood Elves are back to reclaim what was lost, and I couldn't be happier. Like, what is this? We need to take this fort and we need to seal that breach is what we need to do. I'm gonna cancel this construction because I don't want that here. I want this barracks here. Eilhart, where is the safest spot? Yeah, I mean, right now, Ubersreich is what I'd consider the safest spot. It's blocked by the fort. I can build a barracks there. We can remove it from here. We can get another mage built and get that in our second army. Nice. We can put whatever we want in Altdorf. Do I want growth? We already have 3 growth buildings, so I kind of don't. What does its public order look like? 5 growth and campaign line of sight. Be nice to have maxed out public order, but I don't think that matters. We're probably going to get the paved roads. Well, I suppose for the witch hunter. It'd be nice to have a witch hunter, but I think it's better to wait until rank 4. I'm gonna instead get this paved roads. Like, oh, we could get public order, or we could just get paved roads for multiple bonuses. Yeah, that sounds good to me. 6 Imperial Authority. Yeah, Empire Settlements returned. I don't know, just kind of by magic. Is this from me, like, disallowing the expansion? I gotta say, I'm not 100% sure. Unless this is, like, building up over time. The Empire Settlements returned. It's like a delayed effect of recapturing lost settlements. I have to admit, I'm not fully understanding where we're getting those points from, but sitting good. 2,500 prestige, 6 Imperial Authority. Like, this is stability. This is what I'd consider a stable campaign. Middenland being at 9 fealty. I'm probably going to reject their first bid, because right now they're still leveling everything up, but it's looking nice. Oh, am I going to reject it? We'd get 3 income buildings right off the bat. It's just all this stuff is so low level. And we're going to take a big income dive from... Like, this is why I leave them. No way can I afford this army. Another 3,000? We're only going to gain, like, 1,000, maybe 1,500 income from him giving us all these cities back. I'd rather let him build it up and spend his extra money, have the extra troops. Like, we can just stockpile Imperial Authority. If anything, Talabecland is the next one I'm going to capture. Their territory's already crap. They're not doing anything useful, so keeping them in the game isn't really benefiting me. Like, he's just sitting over here hiding in a corner. Taking this territory, like, I'm going to be moving through this, and it's going to give me more motivation to defend against the vampires. We already have territory in Hawkland as well, so it'll help me hold that better. We're doing lots of talking and lots of planning and not lots of clicking and turn, so I think it's time to move on with that. I gotta say, I never knew I'd be so happy to see, like, this clash is just the ultimate kind of lucky stalemate. I was so concerned about the Barrow Legion for a second there, and now it feels like I'm living just a carefree life once again. Okay, so I just want to double check, make sure I'm not overlooking anything obvious here. This feels like an obvious overlook, but we can't get anything additional out of it for building it. Yeah, we just take the roads. We get... Nope, these are still building up. I wish so bad we could make it there in one turn. And, like, look at this. Like, this was I feel like this was lucky that I returned Wolfenburg to Ostermark, Ostland, and they managed to keep it. I don't know what happened to that army from the Fecundites. Is it Fecundites or Fecundites? Fecundites. I don't know what happened to that army or why it didn't attack over the end turn, but that turns this into a solid, stable decision. A little bit of luck, but really pays off for us in a big way. Like, now they have a stable province. Why the hell they're fighting Kislev is completely beyond me. That seems totally backwards for a decision. This guy still hates me. Yeah, why are you so... It's weird. Wissenland we can actually get a non-aggression pact with. They'll pay us 1 gold for it. That's amazing. Stirland. What else was I going to look at here? There was something else that I... Oh yeah, Golden Order. Why don't you like us? Not good enough. Okay. It's fine. So, this army's prepared to march on home. Yeah, that's still the right decision. The vampires are contained for now, but is that a certainty? Is there any longevity in that? I don't know. What is Bretonia doing? Who the hell knows? This fort is still occupied by them, and that is a serious threat. Like, we need to take that seriously. We can't just hope that it will resolve on its own. That's not a good plan. It's not a plan at all, as a matter of fact. Yeah, we'll be full strength. He doesn't have an army here in the Brass Keep. He's about to... See, now this is a Dark Fortress. He's about to hit Tier 4 with it. Means we'll retrieve it at Tier 3. That's not ideal, but it's acceptable. Would be really cool if you would... Wait, no, we just did get a non-aggression pact with them. Yeah, things are continuing to stabilize. Oh, and the last thing I wanted to do was just kind of recruit a random lord and plant them in the settlement and use them to reoccupy Talabheim and re-gift it to Talabecland. they do seem to have moved their army out, because remember, they had an army they were recruiting into over here. Probably don't have any recruitment buildings, so it's just trash. Just spearmen and archers, but you know what? It's better than nothing. Give them back Talabheim and they'll try to hold it. Well, maybe not. Maybe I will take the Confederation option and then just take Talabheim for myself next turn. Yeah, we're not missing anything. Let's go next. Okay, Kislev. Military access. Yeah, you know, let's just take that. That's a good enough deal. I could trade with them, but I don't know. Like, what is the benefit to trading with them right now? We still don't have good enough trade resources for it to generate us a lot of wealth. I don't know that there's... I could take it just because I can get the balance out of it, but we already have way too many trade partners as is. We need to start confederating Empire territories. Yeah, okay. See, this isn't going to be the most powerful pickup of all time. I think it's appropriate. Oh, dear God. Okay. Yeah, and we do suffer Confederation penalties. That's so dumb. Well, what are we missing here? Why is this relationship... Oh, Confederation penalty, duh. I just explained that to myself. I'm smart. Let's see. This is what I was talking about. Like, they're just gonna have an absolute trash tier army. Way too many lords. This is just all so irrelevant. Kemper bad with a... I mean, I guess. Krugenheim, he still hasn't rebuilt that. This army can't move this turn, so it has no value. Like, I could keep this intact and throw it at them, but for what? Like, we're just gonna do that. Maybe there would have been some value to that. Maybe that's preemptive removal of that army. I'm gonna try to take both of these in one turn. Hopefully he won't run. Good. Close victory, casualties meet... Ah, okay, well, okay. Did not notice the Cygors in there the first time. I want to say one of them was blocked out. That's actually really irritating. And what is this battlefield going to look like? Oh, that's less irritating. We're definitely going to take some damage from those... yeah, we don't want to auto-resolve that. We're going to take some damage from the Cygors. Minotaurs are less scary. The Ungor archers are almost a little scary because we don't, you know, our crossbowmen could counterfire them. This is where the handgunners are almost too early of an upgrade. But the thing is, we use the handgunners to beat the Minotaurs, and then we use our melee infantry to beat everything else. That's what's going to kind of do it for us. Yeah, the biggest problem is those Cygors. He's probably not even going to back off that hill. So we're going to want to stick them over on the flank, I think, because I'm probably going to just have him dive in. He doesn't have the stats for it yet, but that kind of doesn't even matter. He does not have any stats either. You are still not on a horse. Yeah, we just have a ton of handgunners, which is beautiful. This makes me happy. I want to stretch my lines thin because those Cygor projectiles are gonna kind of pierce through the lines a bit. Take these guys, scoot them over a bit. This is a super wide formation, but it's just because my units are already spread so wide. And, yeah, we can actually kind of pair these up in the gaps. Yeah. So kind of as anticipated, he's not... Wait, is he moving out? Let's scooch up a little bit regardless. I'd like to close the distance here. I'd rather not sit and let him have too much time. I want to be able to push into range early. Just fire one of these off. Oh, that's good. That's very good. This is so good. I did not think we were going to be able to keep him this busy. Just keep moving this up. They're almost in range. I really wish that those, this guy we should move into. I can't believe he's decided not to shoot the frickin' handgunners. That's insanity. Looked like that one boulder clipped him. Okay, and this is what I wanted. I wanted our handgunners to start firing. That was a good brace. Yeah, there you go. Charge reflection. And that is the power of braced infantry. His garbage troops just absolutely reflected me there. That's fine. As you can see, we're absolutely shredding these minotaurs. Now, this is part of the problem. Is that these archer units are going to be able to damage those pretty effectively. Now we can still kind of get ourselves into position here. We might want to look this way. What's happening? Oh, I missed. No, don't do that. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I wanted to withdraw them, but did not think about it in time. These guys have been idle, but fortunately we didn't get attacked over there. It's really fortunate. We should be getting in combat. We should be getting in combat. The Minotaurs, I want to not allow them to move any further. I'm going to try getting these guys in on a Cygor and see how that goes. We're actually taking a lot of damage in this fight, and it's a little bit problematic because we do need them to... We need this army to still go and take the Brass Keep as well. It's crazy that these guys are doing like that. This is firing at the wrong target. That's okay. Worked out. Pull them back a little bit. Oops, no, you can stay on task. I want you to body block for them. Fire on that. This is a bit bad down here. Yeah, this is a tough fight. This is not going as easily as I thought it would. Yeah, those Cygors can just get some big damage, can't they? And the Cygors, like if my handgunners are shooting the Cygors, they're going to go down so fast, but that is just not what we're getting an opportunity to do here. Yeah, we're taking kind of an unreasonable amount of damage right now. Yeah, how are these Ungors breaking through on the side here? It's all those debuffs from the frickin' Nurgle stuff. Ridiculous, dude. Now, this is probably a bit of an overextension, but it looks like we're about to take out that Cygor. Just retreating all over the place. Okay, we got the Cygor. Please get out of there. Pull back. Yikes, okay. This is probably not my best battle showcase of all time. Well, and you can see this is where, like, the overinvestment into elite troops may have ultimately cost me in a certain sense. Because, these handgunners just aren't needed for these Ungor troops, and I need to actually run these away. I need to try to get these handgunners to kill that off. Need to get them to kill this off too. We're taking damage just everywhere. Cygors, dude. The dang Cygors. Yeah, now we put ourselves out of range again. Okay, the Minotaurs are dead. Why don't you shoot at this? This guy's facing the wrong way. Okay, these guys I do want to converge on this Cygor. I want to pull this troop out real quick. Keep it alive. Move them into... Okay, there we go. Jeez. You know, the problem is that they're not actually going to die either. We, want to pull back from this. What? Why? Don't know why I couldn't click on those. Weird. It's being weird. That's okay. See if we can chase some of this stuff down and delete it. Gotta be a little careful. The friendly fire. The Cygor should go down. Take that out. These guys will never reach that stuff, but we'll try. Doesn't hurt to send them out after them. If we can take out their lord, that'd be kind of nice. Some damage out across the board. The two Cygors being dead. I want to say that like one pack of like 2 Minotaurs made it off the field as well. Which I kind of hate to see. Okay, well this is brutal. This is not a good. This is a good showcase of why maybe I should have put the research boost off until later, and I should have taken either some more missile troop bonuses earlier, like the reload rate would be really good right about now. The armor on our infantry units would be really good right about now. I suppose overall it wasn't that bad. We had a lot of low health units and a lot of leadership routing, but overall we didn't take, you know, the damage is pretty evenly spread, for better and for worse. Cygor with 132 kills. That's not bad. So we'll take a little bit of money. Yeah, and this is just a devastation for them. Now I will not be able to attack the brass keep this turn like I wanted. It's actually bad, and this is where I should have kept that trash stack army that Talabecland had. Not going to lose any troops. I don't really see a point in playing this out. Yeah, losing only 15 makes a little bit of sense to me. We're still getting another plague. We've destroyed the faction. We can sit in here, and we can get almost back to full strength. This might be the time where I recruit back that one swordsman, because we're going to want to wait for these. Are we? Just for the halberdiers and the swordsmen? Yeah, the Reichsguard too. I really don't... Well, you know what? I don't want to wait 2 turns. Yeah, there we go. That's a much better solution. Probably could have waited until the next turn to do that, but... Here we are. Light Wizard with some banishment. Warrior Priest. His bonuses. Well, this is just going to give them a target. That's okay. Yeah, I kind of wish I would have left that that trash stack here now. The money would be really tight, but it would help us get things figured out here over the end turn. I'm gonna leave him here for now. That's fine with me, but it could be better. Yeah, because I want to turn around. I don't want to waste time. I just got to be careful with low health units, and we want to take the brass keep this turn because Festus is out there with... Well, we did kill Festus and his main army. That helps a lot. But I can't imagine he has less than 2 full stacks still roaming the map. I should really check the balance of power after we get through this over-end turn. But I just can't imagine. Yeah, there's one of them right there. Like, I wish I would have been able to take the brass keep out, but I didn't want that beastman running around. It's a problem I'd rather deal with myself directly. No, we actually would like a leadership buff. We are going to use prestige this time because we're running low on money. We're running low on money. So we're going to start making some money, make this province provide us with some value. Yeah, because this, we're just going to immediately lose this if we don't do something about it. I can't get here and plant an ambush. I can. But I'm going to suffer attrition for it. I don't know if this has a ton of value as a strategy. He's probably going to detect it. My, that's a frightening army, though. It's a lot of weak stuff, but then, like, these are the kinds of things I'm talking about. Like, this is what the armor piercing is for. This is what the armor piercing is for. These right here. Like, all of those are... They're still going to be a problem, don't get me wrong. Wow, we actually have no money? Did I just spend exactly the amount of money I needed on something? What did I just buy? These upgrades brought us exactly to 0. Oh, that's funny. Well, let's just hit the old end turn and see where things are at. If this army marches straight into an ambush, that would be a big step forward. And I did say that I wanted to check their balance of power and then completely forgot to do so. Now, he wants a trade agreement, and that is very beneficial to us. Also, if we noticed, if you're watching carefully in the bottom left, Sylvania is making progress. The Fecundites must have discovered that ambush and ran off. Not the ideal outcome. But it looked like they were weaker than us, so that should mean we can pressure them yet. Now this... Oh, I hate to spend prestige on this. I hate to spend money that I don't have right now, but we're going to spend the money. Oh, and we're going to lose. He's going to lose this. That is so dumb. Is it worth playing this out? Oh, I'm going to absolutely hate this. Wow. I mean, can 3 swordsmen, 3 spearmen, and a crossbowman beat a full set of clan rats? No. Can, like, the Outriders, the Empire Knights, and the Handgunners beat the Hellpit Abomination, the Rat Ogres, and the Catapult? Maybe. Normally what I do is I send this army, I pay 2,000 for it, I click auto-resolve, and we make some money off of it for free. Apparently that's not going to happen this time. Bummer, dude. Now, we know that this army is here. Frankly, I don't want to give him time. But we still need this turn to replenish. Well, let's just move towards it. Yeah, we can't stop the party there. I cannot leave this unattended for too long. Now, what does this look like? Yeah, so he does have an army here. I can't believe Marienburg still hates me. You're so dumb, dude. I suppose it's still that Confederation penalty that's doing most of the work. Doesn't have too much there. I really feel like I'm at the point where I should start thinking about spearmen instead. I've been spamming a lot of swordsmen. They've got good melee attack, but it'd be better to have some better line holders. The thing is, their armor and shield is the same. It's anti-large. This would be nice, though. This would have been nice against those Minotaurs. We'll bring in a couple of those. feel like I'm kind of just poking and prodding here, not making real progress on the map. Slowing things down again, though I suppose that's where I'm comfortable and that's what I'm good at. Right now we're kind of getting stuff out of these territories for free, which is lucky. And if I can take this, I'm just, it's a bit of a gamble here. Like, this is very much, if I can just reach this and knock them out, it'll put us at a huge advantage. I can march back to the brass keep. I'm going to have to pin them there. Like, this is that's the other problem, is if they're going to rebuild at the brass keep, it's going to be hard to unseat them. But if I can get if I can kill a full army, that's also very good. And something that I do want. Okay, so this was kind of the dream scenario.
My orders are to move.
Oh man, he's not even in the settlement. Oh, and it's weakened. Why is he weakened? He must have just taken a fight.
Yes.
Okay, this is now officially the dream scenario, except I can't reach him, so he gets to replenish.
They will obey.
Now this is a bad scenario because he will probably attack me with both of these armies over the end turn. And it's going to be bloody. Talabheim, I'm going to put this down kind of specifically for the casualty replenishment rate. We don't need it right now, but we're still going to take it. Kemper bad. I might actually go for this, help reduce the corruption.
Warrior of Sigma.
Well, no, what I should be doing, actually, yeah, that's... Wow, we just barely can't afford that. How sad is that? Okay, will anybody give me money for something?
None shall question me.
Ostland,
Speak
Northern
quickly.
Provinces. Now, this is a long-term trade agreement I'd like to see. That still didn't give me enough money, though, did it? Well, we can wait one more turn before we start upgrading Altdorf. Yeah, we could even be upgrading Eilhart right now. Well, in that case, we are going to take as many income buildings as we can get. I'm going to hold off on upgrading these too much because they're just not vital to me. It's not very expensive, though. Yeah, I was going to put growth in Talabheim for the casualty replenishment, but I think now it's not the time for that. Okay, well, pray for me because this is going to be an end turn. Well, I'm happy to report that for some reason he's retreated. Yeah, I was going to say, who is he fighting over here? He is fighting the Ice Court and the Wood Elves. I was going to say, like, there's no way that he makes that move. Like, I'm still, frankly, somewhat shocked that he did not attempt to immediately turn around and attack me. Like, genuinely shocked that he didn't make that maneuver. Oh, I could recruit a mage here, too. What am I doing? Battle Wizard. Going up against the Undead. That seems like a good policy to have a Fire Wizard. We have no money, but... like, it's time to take Kappelberg. This is an easy, extremely low-risk take. We're not going to auto-resolve it because we saw what happened last time, despite how unfortunate that was. So let's play this bad boy out. Got some specialty troops. I actually really like how that works out.
Standing by. And gunners. Reichsguard knights.
I still kind of want Franz in the middle. I kind of want to take him off this Pegasus too. Well, he'll have his mount. He'll have his new mount soon enough.
Swordsmen. Great swords for the Emperor. Halberdiers. Swordsmen. For Heldenhammer.
Just going with some pretty basic formations here. Nothing too fancy. It's not really needed. Maybe leave him on the flank here if we're going to be spreading our handgunners into the openings. Because I have more handgunners than I have infantry, so they're going to end up on the pockets like that, or on the outsides. Warrior priest front and center. Maybe put Franz on the flank as well. And we're just gonna let her rip.
Missiles will fly. March for the Emperor. Reichsguard Knights. The Heldenhammer. That's an order.
This should be a pretty straightforward battle. We're at full fighting strength. We're going to try to set up. He's taking just such a wide flank here. Yeah, keep the Chaos Warriors busy. Where's that other one? Let me send him over there. Get out here with the Warrior Priest. Just worried about these things trying to like charge us here or something, but once we get in position like this, Gunners should be able to shoot them. These guys come back. The light mage can net them. Might barely get the charge off. No, nope. Just routed. Keep shooting that. Should maybe put some effort into making sure these handgunners are doing useful things, but I'm sure they're fine. I've said it before, but like a good positioning and a good formation can often mean you just don't have to do anything in the middle of a battle. Just kind of let it happen all on its own and it'll be fine. These guys running back across the mid, that's not going to help anybody. That should be the end of the fight. There. Yeah, a little bit of damage on Lords, a little bit of damage, or two of the heroes, I guess. Lord and the hero is what I really mean. A little damage on a swordsman. Or two. And a handgunner. 17 units lost instead of, 130. That's what we would expect from a situation like this. Take that, of course. So that is our province secured. Definitely going to want to fortify that. It gives us a little bit of trade resource to start with, and that's a big boost to our economy. And I do really want to make sure that Franz is going to be in a good state. Now, yeah, wow. So he just tanked it. His armies disappeared, and they did not win the fight that they left for, and like, now we find ourselves here. That's so fortunate, yeah. Pushed him out of his own territory. Yeah, do I want non-aggression with Drycha? They're actually trading with Stirland. Wouldn't mind it for now. Just to try to keep him off my back. Can always break it later. I'm not going to attack them within the next 20 turns. I think I can say. Yeah, we want that. Here I went with growth just because we're going to kind of need it. Well, we don't really need it. Maybe the income would be good here too, but we're not making much of anything here. A quick check through our quick deals again. I don't want to trade with you. Like, why? I cannot get him to like me. Confederation penalty is still why. We're still can't do anything with that army, but this is good. This is a better state to be in. We're gonna have to pull back and knock out Festus, but then things are very much under control, and the vampire counts still haven't pushed out of their territory. Like, despite all of this. Now, we did see that, oh no, Averland is recruited back up. Golden Order's in great shape. Stirland is not in great shape. So we could be a little bit vulnerable here in the center. But overall, we have so little to fear. Our authority is in an extremely stable place. Yeah, the vampire count's still not having pushed out of that territory. They're not even at war with us. That's right. Yeah, strength rank 5. This is what I was saying, though. Eventually he does build up the strength to kind of explode out of this region. He's probably too busy fighting the dwarfs right now. And we see, yeah, he's fighting Zufbar, but that's just killing time. Gives us time to continue to build and expand our economy, to tech up a little bit. Taking this tier 4 upgrade, like, that's gonna get us to the point where we can have Hellstorm rocket batteries and maybe even a cannon or two. I like cannons. I'm not gonna bring a ton of them, but I don't really like rocket batteries that much anymore. They're just not that useful in this game, in my opinion. People still rate them pretty highly, and they do okay against the AI dodging, but I don't know. I don't feel like we fight. I don't feel like the threats in most battles are the infantry at this point. Maybe against Warriors of Chaos later on, but we're still going to want them. I don't know. That's something that I don't really need to debate here at this point in time. I think that is pretty much the end of this turn. I'm just trying to scan. Like, I have no money. We just took this city. I don't know where the Fecundites have their last army. Like, maybe they did win that fight. And well, let's find out. Let's see if we can find out over the end turn. I kind of want to trade with them now because it will help them as much as it'll help me. It'll help them more than it'll help me, and that's actually a good thing for right now. They look like they're strong and stable, and I'd like to see that continue. Well, I don't know. Oh, this sucks. You hate to see this. Like, we're going to lose this settlement now. And this is why I wanted to take out the Brass Keep while I was there. Like, that Beastman army spawning kind of threw us off course a little bit. Maybe I should have just ignored it, taken the risk and let the Beastmen roam free. But that could cause problems for somebody else as well, and I'd rather avoid that too. Instead, it's just easier. Well, we pushed Festus out to the brink. There was an army and a half over here that are dead. We have a complete province now. I mean, I'll trade that for the loss of one settlement and a tier 1 income building. Like, I expect that's what they'll do, is go to Crudenwald. Maybe they'll besiege HawkeyeG, which would be the biggest mistake of a lifetime, but aside from that, this mage in the army. I don't even want those mortars. Like, well, we're still a few turns away. I do want some mortars. Maybe we'll get the handgunners first. And what's our blend of units? I want to drop one of these. I have 7, and then some artillery. Got enough of these. I wouldn't mind an Empire Captain. It's not everybody's favorite unit, but it's one of my favorites. Well, favorites may be an exaggeration. A unit that I will use, that I want to have, without a doubt, is one of those. Yeah, we can wait on leveling these up. Yeah, I'm tempted to take this. I can get a captain out of it. That's not a huge ordeal. Actually, no. What I want most right now is to get Isleheart to tier 3. Yeah, that's going to be a better balance for us. Valiant defeat. Now, will auto-resolve help me or hurt me in this battle? I fear that if I auto-resolve it, it'll just have no benefit anyway. Like, it won't be, this army's not good enough. Well, valiant defeat, it says, you know. I was disappointed the last time I tried to use auto-resolve to my advantage. I felt I should have played it out. Looking at this, the thing is I just don't have the answer to anything. Like, my swordsman might, like, I don't know. The wolves are going to do good against the swordsman. We do have the armor upgrade at least. Or do we have it yet? No, we shouldn't. The chariots are going to slaughter us. Like, yeah, we can hit them with this crossbowman. We can get anti-large counter damage with the spearmen, but once the Chaos Warriors and the Forsaken get on top of us, it's done. Yeah, and they even have a mage of metal. Yeah. I'm going to take a valiant defeat. That's going to do a lot of damage to their troops. Yeah, to the point where he just sacks us and runs away. All we could have lost is a tier 1 settlement with the level 1 income building. We didn't even lose it. Let's go. Marienburg cleans up that vampire army. Recruiting surplus to get us some of that. Trade 500 prestige for a fealty. Sure. Settlement sacked. Immediately rebellion in Hawkland. Couple of plagues. Well, we're going to put a couple of mortars in this army. And then I'm not going to lie, I think it's going to be strong enough to take the fort. Maybe put some swordsmen in there to fill the front would be better, would be good to have. Grunberg, can we get anything with... Well, we still have that non-aggression with them. Ostland looking... Oh, yeah. Well, we're going to see Ostland die to the frickin'... Why would you go to war with them, dude? I wonder who declared war on who here. This seems so stupid. This is so dumb right here. Just sacrificing what you had for an army. For what? No. We kind of have to sit in the settlement to keep the rebellion from happening for just a turn. Oh, and then we're going to have to really take that fight. I'll repair these. It's not helping the public order. I want to get that barracks, but that is just a low value upgrade. I want to get more trade resource because that's worth a lot of money. We could actually get one of these leveled up. Was there anything I'm saving for? 3 turns? If we're going to spend, like, now's the time. Kappelberg? Actually, I would really like to get this up and get some walls on it. Who knows what could happen over there? Wait, imminent rebellion? Oh, and Talabheim too? Come on, man. Give me a break. Well, it looked like the capital would upgrade here, so as long as they don't attack it, well, even if they do attack it, we will be able to easily destroy them. The dwarfs, this is good. Military access. Won't really give us anything for it, but that's okay. Okay. Research for armor complete. Yeah, and if they attack us over the end turn, it's just a free kill. It's unfortunate it delays the upgrade by a turn, but that's the worst thing to happen to us. Oh, but we can't make it to the Brass Keep, dude. Who are you kidding?
Onwards. Yes, to unite the provinces.
I'm gonna have to ambush and hope for the best. We can make it to the fort in 1 turn, but do they have an army there? No. Do we want to trespass through Marienburg's territory? No. No, we don't, actually. I want to take this fort, but this is so obnoxious.
I serve the Heldenhammer.
Oh no!
Come in peace.
Big change in attitude. Federation penalty finally wearing off.
Approach.
That's good, because I don't know if I really need this garrison here anymore. That, well, might be too early to say that. I probably don't need it. It's probably a waste of time. Oh my god, what is this? What even is that? The Wood Elves in a defensive alliance with Corone. Man, I gotta get in on that. Jeez, that would be just a nice thing to have. That's hilarious. Okay, what are some useful things we can do here? Crudenwald's ready to level up. Talabheim, what the hell do I put in Kemperbad? Like Shrine or Rhodes is what I'm thinking. How are we still at 100? Just from Plague? God, dude. Two turns away. Krugenheim. Well, Krugenheim could become important as well. With the vampires in the area. Yeah, it's gonna matter sooner or later. Krugenheim, I think we take this. We don't need any heroes right now. We'll take a little bit extra income. Got a freed up research spot. We're definitely going to go for some of our missile infantry. That reload time boost would be amazing, especially on handgunners. And we'll run it over the end turn. Ah, sure. Take some free money for an irrelevant peace deal. You know, this isn't really going to matter, but I would rather have first vampires. Actually, I say that, but they've got armies here. Now, oh, this could be a nice ambush. Can get a free hit on this army. Valiant defeat, though. Jeez. Now, this is what I'm talking about. How are we going to lose this fight? I'm scared, honestly. I kind of don't understand why it thinks we're going to lose this fight. I feel like there's something I'm missing. The Chaos Warriors and Forsaken. Blast them down. What the hell is that? He's got Spirit Leech. I actually kind of don't care about that. It's like all these Warhounds. It would be really bad if they get the Warhounds on top of us. Chariots are going to be kind of ugly to deal with. Chaos Spawn and the Trolls too. This is going to be a bloody battle. I suppose that much is for sure. But a valiant defeat? I can't say I'm convinced of that. How are we meant to lose this? I suppose Warhounds get on top of the handgunners, dead. Chariots disrupt our infantry, dead. Chaos Warriors get there, dead. Kind of poor terrain for us, too. Kind of like to checkerboard this for this fight. I'm not quite sure how I want to do it. I say that, but it's pretty much going to look like this. Just want to make sure they're sufficiently spread out. I want to make sure that our backlines are not going to be caught undefended. Might actually put those in the forest. Hide them out so we can trap something useful with them. Okay. Force him to come to us, fight us in our little box. He's just going to back up. It's fine. Scooch forward a little bit. Oh, spawn an enemy unit. What? That's bad. Not realize he had that. Nurgle army ability, I guess? Maybe I am a noob. I was not anticipating that whatsoever. We can leave this here for now. Order is not in range. This is an obnoxious decision by them. Whatever. We'll take our time. Fight this unit down without anything bad happening. It's obstructed. Doesn't have a good enough line. I kind of want to creep them back into the center now that they're damaged. Laser them down a little bit. I just worry they're going to have another one of those. I'd be surprised if they don't. Don't want to like go down into the pit there either. So we'll scoot back over to the left. Yeah, and he's going to start spirit leeching us. That's actually really strong. I wonder if he overcast that. That did a lot. Oh, and another spawn. Damn you, dude. Annoying. I'm gonna have to check out their campaign once or twice, familiarize myself with that. So I don't really know what's happening there. If there's anything I want to be shooting, it's probably the Chaos Warriors with the shields. This is causing him to move out. Yeah, so many Warhounds on the side here. I'm gonna pull this guy back, in fact. Put Franz on the flank. We need these guys to start shooting. We need these guys to start getting in position already, because they're about to get rushed down bad. Oh, we can get them though. Take this too. That's very good. Okay, the front line's not looking so hot though. This is wide open for these trolls to come through. Okay, this is why I thought it was gonna be so bad. Jeez. I'll try to zone them out with that at the very least. Don't run in there. Why are you running forward, dude? You don't need to do that. Now this is good. This is what I needed to see happen on this flank here. Us to not just get horribly, horribly wrecked. Can you guys shoot this? You try to get out of here. You start shooting on that. Might have him pull out and try to redirect. Not enough for that. You can stop that though. What are you doing? Okay, remember when I selected those three guys and told them to turn in and shoot? That was pretty cool that that didn't happen. Actually, I have to leave him here. Please let me select this unit. Holy smokes. Pull him out. I like want to eliminate these chariots for good as much as I can. Option for that. We're still kind of trying to put them down. This is actually not good to have this on here. I don't know if there's too much we can do about it immediately. I actually think we should just go for... No, I want this to get hit. Yeah, this is perfect. Keep shooting at that. Halberdiers are rallying. Swordsmen rallying. Dead. Now that's what we need to turn this super into our favor. What we got here? Debuff them. Don't have great firing lanes on those, but that is okay. Our guy's gonna flee, which honestly is just in time, all things considered. I wish I had Phos protection for an overcast right now. good though. This is just such an awkward angle. I'm not going to worry about that right now. It's looking good. Get in there. Pull them out. Karl Franz might actually be in danger there. I'm tweaking around too much here now. I just need to try to get into a little bit better position here. Yeah, and we've got the great swords on their Chaos Knights. Like, that's just free. Got frickin' handgunners shooting at every angle here. Franz flies away in retreat, which is honestly perfect. What is it? The Chaos Spawn. Unbreakable. Take that. Okay, yeah, the Reichsguard are just taking unnecessary friendly fire there. Who is this? Forsaken of Nurgle. Kill that Lord. Wait, will we kill the Lord?
Ready for war! Ranged weapons ready! Hand gunners! In range!
You say get wrecked? Probably not, but that's what it sounded like. There we go. Can we get these two? Shutting down the Forsaken would be nice. Yeah, okay. That was good. Overall, I'll take it. It's supposed to be a valiant defeat, and you lose your entire army, and definitely took some damage on our frontline units here, but we didn't lose anything. We almost lost Karl Franz. A little bit closer on that one than I needed to let it go. Well, the Spirit Leeches. To be honest, that's a part that I can't understate. The constant Spirit Leeches on him are what really hurt. Good thing we put those skill points into his health, or he'd be dead. Like I said, he's got decent stats to start with, but not enough. Now he's got his unique mount.
By the comet. Yes. I am Prince and Emperor.
And I'm probably going to have to play this out so that... I think that I should. He does have army ability to summon plague bearers. Well, we're going to fight it because we have a bunch of handgunners at good levels of strength. Like, they're going to absolutely tear through the enemy units. The biggest problem will be these plague bearer spawns when they happen. But we're just going to have to position correctly and shut them down fast. Yeah, I want to make sure the mortars are in range to force them, hopefully, to come to me. I'm just going to put my handgunners right on the front line. They're the healthiest units, and if they can just dish out the damage that we need, then we win. Gonna plant some good units all around my mortars, in case they spawn the plague bearers there. Kind of want these handgunners set up in the back to either bait out stupid attacks from They're plague bearers.
Swordsman! Ready to serve!
Want to hide the Reichsguard.
Swordsman!
Maybe a couple of these low health guys. There we go. Looking a little sloppy, but it'll have to do. Actually, should be really careful that he doesn't get sniped by a mortar somehow and die like an idiot.
Take the ground! Swordsman! Formation! Ah! Handgunners! Black powder blast! Hit your targets!
Put him on the large group.
By Ulrich's wrath! Yes, my lord! By Ulrich's wrath!
Beautiful.
Elves aim! We're ready! In range! Light wizard!
Yeah. Make sure those wolves can't reach us and deal absolutely no damage.
This out!
Do we have a line of sight here? Oh yeah, we do.
The Empire endures! Shoot them! Shoot them! For
A
Sigmar!
little late on shooting the trolls here. That's alright. Kind of stopped their charge ever so slightly. Poison wolves, I didn't even realize they're still alive. Somehow these plague bears are still just tanking shots, dude.
Ready for war! Standing by! Move it now! Halt! For Uldorf!
Yeah, there we go.
Obey!
You boys.
Ready for war! Pound and drive!
And we don't need to eliminate them, but we might as well just let it go. Yep. Technically that one unit of poison wolves that routed. 6 losses, like that's, again, this is one of those situations where could we have auto-resolved? Sure, we wouldn't have lost any units. Should we have auto-resolved? I really don't think so. Any amount of losses here, especially on our units that are already weak, just puts us further from full recovery. Another fight that I know is going to be a free win with practically no casualties if I just play it out. So, we play it out.
In the name of Magnus. Yes.
Oh, that's actually bad.
Provinces.
Oh, I can make it. I was like, wow, I thought I'd be able to march back to Krudenwald. For a second there, Franz was about to die from attrition. Wow. That would have been a really disappointing way to end it. Talabheim, like, what should I reasonably put in here? It's tempting to just put public order because I can't get this to go away. Well, I say that. I'll just take public order this way. Get some trade resources going. Got a good amount of money now. Anything I can buy in HawkeyeG that's useful? No. Helmgart, can't level up the fort yet.
Champion!
Can't build anything of meaning in Isleheart yet. Wow.
Lord of the Glade!
The mighty deep wood.
Possibility that the Wood Elves take the capital of the Barrow Legion? What an interesting campaign.
You dare come at me making demands? Call yourself men of the Empire?
Yeah, why do we still have such a steep, that historical relations? Is that just permanent or what? When is that gonna fade? Well, I suppose. Are they technically not? I thought they were,
Deliver your message.
okay, we can confederate them, but they're technically not an elector count? Or they don't use the fealty system. Huh. I thought they used the fealty system. I thought they were brought into that.
Such a thing is impossible.
I don't know. We might just pull an ambush here. We're not trespassing, right? Trespasses against Middenland.
You traitors and heretics.
Okay. Yeah, traitors, heretics, blah blah. Is there anywhere good I can stand for a better ambush? This would be fun if we get this army to sneak out and die. No, I don't. I could build that at Uberstrike, but we're hitting tier 4 here next turn. It's not a lot of tier 4 upgrades we can get, but I don't know. Does it make sense to get this? Get us the one captain that I've been wanting? It's not that expensive. Is there stuff here I could be spending it on? No. Krugenheim's got a ways to go before it levels up. And I technically won't be able to make it back to the Brass Keep, so this army's going to be fully replenished whether I want it to be or not. Another secession event. Prevented. Oh, random public order bonus. That's nice. Forgot to click the record button. That's my bad. We in camp, we moved towards the Brass Keep. We saw some movement from the Barrow Legion. Well, it looks like this ambush got discovered anyway. And that is Heinrich Himmler. Ugh. Now he's got a bunch of zombies. I don't know. It's tough to say. This might be a bad fight to take. It's a bad fight to take with a low-level fire mage, that's for sure. We're probably going to sit there and take it regardless. We can now upgrade for better artillery. This is where I'm probably going to take that public order. We can get a witch hunter, start roaming the map with them. What else would I really like? Like that's the thing, is I can't get any of these cool. Like Imperial Palace would be neat. I might just get the Shrine of Sigmar. I feel like this is not necessary, but it'll give me the cap. I can get this. I might, but I'm not dropping a growth building. So I do kind of need, if I'm taking the public order building, which I want because I want the capacity increase. Witch hunters aren't the strongest, but it's a great scouting tool. And if I take this, like, yeah, I only have these 2 slots remaining. I might just spend this on nothing. Like, maybe reinforced walls would be nice, but I think we're just going to leave that alone. We might have to spam out a couple of warrior priest buildings here to make up for that. Grunberg, I think we can delete this. I really wish their base fealty here would go up sometime in the near future. That'd just make me a lot more comfortable. I don't want to drop the walls at Grunberg. I suppose at this point it's not going to do us anything unless we upgrade it. But what do we drop it for? Warrior priest building. Isleheart, like, we still have all these growth buildings that we're kind of using. Maybe I do want that. I don't know. I'm so uncertain of what there's too many things that I want here, and I need too many of them are occupied by growth buildings instead. Yeah, there's nothing to do this turn, is there? Is there any diplomacy things I should think about? I wish Marienburg would be better friends, but maybe it's best that they're not. Finally become friends with the Golden Order. Glad I checked on that. Corone, I can't pay you enough for military access. Maybe we gotta actually fight the Barrow Legion to get them to like us. Grunwald, Hawkland, another rebellion. Gotrek and Felix have spawned. That could be kind of fun. Yeah, and this I'm worried about as well. Been trying to watch for a second army to move here, because if it does, I want to back away ever so slightly. Now, Isleheart, I've definitely been wanting the garrison, and I should have got this sooner. And now we can see what the punishment will be. Talabheim, was there anything that maybe I should save some of my money for? Kappelberg is so far on the fringe that I'm too worried about it. That actually looks good. I still don't know if I need that yet. Can't afford it anyway. Good. Festus is back, but not with that many units. He's got the heroes in the army, and he's got 2 outside of it.
Attack!
Yeah, that's rough. He does have Chosen in here. That's the other thing about letting this grow as long as we did. Is it makes it tough. Well, you know, I don't generally like to siege down for attrition, but that may be what we end up doing here. I'm just kind of looking at this. They don't have the summons here. The problem will be Festus himself, but these exalted heroes aren't exactly a big problem. Most of this stuff won't be a problem. The hard part will be taking the walls, and it's going to be really hard to take the walls away from the Chosen. I'm going to need some openings, and I don't have enough artillery units to create good openings. I mean, maybe like a good banishment or something, or forcing him to split army using my Reichsguards. Yeah, but he's going to have good tower projectiles too, and I can't forget about that. Does it tell us what kinds of cannons he's got? Doesn't, but it should still be like demons towers, and those are just brutal to run into. Yeah, and this place having a rebellion is highly distasteful here. Ah, man. Like, I'm gonna park an army here and just summon a couple of units to try and help against the rebellion. Yeah, we're a little bit flanked here. What I'm really hoping is that Festus will attack us over the end turn. Yeah, it looks like he won't even take any attrition damage over this first turn. Let's see. Oh, now that's clean. Now this we needed pretty bad. Ambushes do give us a lot of balance of powers. I still probably shouldn't auto-resolve this one. I'd probably be better off playing it out. But I'm so close to wrapping this up too. God, let's see. I mean, if you get an ambush, I like to take the auto... Close victory, it says. It's just really important that we got this because he had 2 armies there, and now we've eliminated 1 for free. Yeah. Definitely. Okay. Now, this time we have enough prestige to go around. What did we get? I missed something here. Oh, there it is. Won an ambush battle. Yep. Bounce spell fireball. Pretty garbage, but... Yeah, I'm very tempted. It's a thing that's cost me in previous campaigns, but like don't ever siege somebody down for attrition in the first 10 or 20 turns of your campaign, because 2 or 3 turns that early on is a huge waste. Even now, I don't think I should be sieging him down. I think I should be trying to ambush him, but this does prevent him from building up another army. He's going to have a tough garrison no matter what. 3 turns I'll have built some siege towers. I don't know if these are really going to have any value. I'm kind of hoping that between the attrition and the siege equipment that we just can auto-resolve it. But again, is that what I want to do, is auto-resolve this? I want to bypass the fight, but are we going to get good enough odds to bypass this? Let's definitely weaken them a little bit more. But I think that in the end, I'm going to actually want to do the battle myself. Hawkland as the rebels. Well, we'll keep pulling some troops here. Yay. Global sure is expensive. Something like that, maybe. If he doesn't immediately attack us. Now this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm talking about. Okay. So before this battle, we make sure to upgrade our troops here. I'm going to grab a couple points for the melee attack and defense bonus for our melee units, because we're really going to need that. We'll make our warrior priest a little stronger. can actually get the Burning Head spell unlocked on our Bright Wizard, so hopefully we can get some damage out of that. And we're just going to give this a go. See how it goes. It really doesn't look like it should be that bad. I hate to admit it, but this isn't my first try on this, as I made some critical errors the first time around. We have a couple of issues to worry about. One, the Black Knights are going to be able to pin, like, well, actually, I was even saying before that I wish I hadn't done this. Both the Lord and the Hero are on a mount right now, and I don't want that. I'd rather have them on the walls, helping buff our units. That's going to be an important part of winning this siege. Otherwise, we run them in through the front gates. They're just going to get pinned down by the Black Knights. Between the Black Knights and 2 Spellcaster Lords, they're going to die. Now, we've got Graveguard, we've got Crypt Ghouls, and the enemy will have fairly strong towers that will kind of rip our units to shreds. What we want to do is take advantage of the fact that we have good ranged units. I'm going to try to blow up that tower with my artillery.
Elevate cannon!
So what we want to do is try to use our ranged advantage just to deal as much damage on the surface as we can before pushing to take the walls. If we move to take the walls too early, you know, it'll help to have these melee units supporting. Oh, he's not even gonna... What? Okay. If we move to take the walls too early, they are just going to... well, they're going to be able to fight back. You know, you would think zombies, skeleton, spearmen, stuff like that isn't going to do too well. They do have some Graveguard, though. Despite the stat upgrades we took on our units, they're just not gonna have enough juice to get us through the walls like we want them to. And I don't know why they're doing this, but while we have the opportunity, we're gonna push everything up a little bit. Actually, want to get this guy out there right away so we can try to cast some Burning Heads, because this won't be as effective once they actually get on top of the walls. But at this point in time, definitely get some free damage. Just kind of moving up. I might take some of these archers off of fire at will. I don't want them to waste all their ammo right away. Kind of want to conserve some of that. I want to hit as many of these as I can too. Like, isn't this a Graveguard? Yeah. Yeah, he's running back to get them healed. Be able to hurt that a little bit. Yeah, the other Graveguard being here? Yeah, that's great. That's what we want. I'm going to start shooting this tower, because if we can destroy it before they get on the walls, that would save us a lot of damage. Burning Head gets some points out there. But yeah, because this tower is going to come online, it's going to just start absolutely wrecking our some of our units here. We'll get to see that happen live. I could just ignore it, or I like, the thing is, you can capture the walls, but you're going to take too much damage doing that, whereas a few extra shots onto this, if it fires at anything? I mean, if it doesn't fire at anything, oh, there we go. Okay, a bit of a whiff there. We actually might want to spread our troops out a little bit here so that they don't just get wrecked. If we can destroy this, then the mortars just have unlimited free reign, yeah? They can just shoot whatever they want whenever they want. It's a bit late of a cast. I should have been paying more attention to a good opportunity for that. How many more can we get? 2 more? Maybe 3? Looks like 2. We're going to be like a single point shy of the next one. We take some damage there. We're getting so lucky with these cannon shots, because they should be absolutely destroying us, but this cannon tower is just whiffing. Coming out in our favor for once. I wish these archers would arc their shots a little bit better right now. I don't know why they're not even shooting at anything. Like, what are you doing? Are we gonna climb the walls? Yep, that seems smart. Good job, guys. Okay, cannon tower destroyed. Oh, it did get one of the mortars down, but that's alright. Running right down a line of 2 units, we'll take that. Oh, that's beautiful. Try to give them a little bit more of an angle to fire down. It's a little bit slow and steady, not necessarily my favorite way to play these out, but we really need to utilize this missile, like this ranged advantage that we have. If we push these walls too early, we're just going to end up taking unnecessary damage. I mean, it honestly looks like a good time to go in, though. Okay, I want to actually make some conscious decisions here, because the other problem is if we stack up too much in this corner, it'll just kind of sabotage our efforts. Might actually run one of these up here as well. Just gonna kind of let these keep firing away. That actually looks like a pretty good opportunity. Get some guaranteed hits on some units, get some damage done. And we want to make sure to get the heroes in here. Like, this is the most important part, is getting the Lord and the hero in here, being able to activate these buffs. Like, that's what's going to keep us, that's what's going to really save us here. Might even want to wait. I don't know, the mortars still have plenty of ammo. Put them on fire at will. I'm not sure if I want them shooting specifically at these things, but is this that weird wall bug? Maybe not. Who's this guy? Get on these walls. Okay, yeah. So this is looking decent. Crypt ghouls if we can get them. Skeleton warriors. Try to hit some of the higher value targets. I'm gonna tell these guys to save their ammo for now. We'll have them sit in place and rest up a bit. See how our units do taking the walls. Yeah, we really are just 1 power short of another burning head, and run right up the middle here right now would be beautiful, but that's alright. We're gonna kind of push them over. I'm gonna move this guy up, because what we want is for these handgunners to sit on this corner. I don't want these units to get too bogged down here. Like, we want these handgunners up on the wall, and we want everything else to start pushing forward. So yeah, you can see, like, they're barely able to contest the walls, but their towers are actually going to start doing some pretty severe damage. That is going to be potentially problematic. I'm just going to start trying to shell the areas right in front here. Just keep them on there. Yeah, because now Krell's in the battle, and he's going to absolutely wreck our hero, which is unfortunate. Let's see if we can run away from that. And now it's just the inevitable slog against the undead. Is this guy getting some shots off, presumably? Well, actually, let's get into here. Shoot those crypt ghouls a little bit. I wish there was more I could do with this guy. I suppose there probably is, but such is life. And now we're just kind of sitting and waiting. Keep hitting those areas with the mortars. Seems to be getting some good damage done. Where's my... Alright. Oh, no. Shoot this. Who's withdrawing? Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. Look at this. How are we... We come in here, and we're somehow still losing all these fights despite the heavy damage. Well, we didn't put out that heavy of damage. Let's not kid ourselves. Probably just friendly firing into the backs of our own troops here. Please shoot this, do something. Somehow, what are these handgunner units doing, dude? Alright. That's not what we wanted at all, man. This seems like it should be winnable. I, like, kind of don't understand why it's not. I can't put the mortars on better targets here. Yeah, look at this. We're just getting devastated. I guess it really is the power of the towers. Yeah. They shoot magic bullets for no apparent reason. Okay, yeah. Please shoot this. Why are we not shooting that? It'd be really cool if you did. I wish you could just tell them to arc their shots higher or something. Like, there's some real opportunity here for us to get a lot of damage out for free. All these towers, though. This is brutal. This is, like, not a well-executed fight, and I kind of don't know what I should be doing differently. I thought that these units would just be so weak that we'd crush them once we put some damage on them. That does not seem to be the case. Alright, so what you're seeing happen here is what's referred to in the business as processing the loss. Something that maybe in like 1v1 esports you see where somebody's lost the game but they aren't quite ready to GG and leave. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm doing a voiceover on this because I don't think that it's worth watching the rest of the processing of the loss, and instead moving forward so that I can, you know, talk about some of the consequences, talk about what I think I, could maybe do better, or some of the things we learned, and how it has an impact on the campaign and the long play in general. But basically, I don't want to spend any more time here. You don't need to see me sit here and silence and do nothing and then fast forward it to the end. So let's skip ahead. Well, that's not great. It feels like it should be winnable. Yeah, tons of kills. Definitely gave up there at the end, but... yeah, and of course the garrison gets free resurrection.
True servant of Sigma. What orders? I serve the Heldenhammer.
It's good for them. They'll be able to recover a lot of troops. I guess Krell's just strong. Krell is strong. Kemmler. This Lord's all personal skills. Yeah, okay. Nothing else that shows you the strength of Vampire Count Lords. Jeez. Yeah, maybe Flaming Sword would have been a better option. Now we have this fight to deal with. And I don't want to do this one either. I feel like I'm just rushing myself to take fights that I don't think I'm ready for when we've been moving pretty quick through this. I do feel like turn 40 would be an early turn to have this all wrapped up. It'd be great to have it all wrapped up, but looking at this, like I already looked at this once and especially after that last fight, I don't know how I feel. I'm tempted to cut or not even show that, like, the fight at this fort. That's depressing, man. Okay, I guess... so it was a level 3 fort? I misread the symbol that was on here. But yeah, still, like, a couple of crypt ghouls, couple of grave guard. I'm surprised that, like, just that handful of units was all that it took to be able to repel this. I suppose. Maybe I'm just underestimating their legendary lord. They did have Krell. Vampire lords have really dumb good stats. I don't know what buffs he had, but maybe he was buffing those skeleton units a little bit. I don't know. Well, that and him having 70 towers really does help you survive in a defensive siege. Well, I'm not really happy about those results. But, can't say we didn't try. It's annoying, but it's not the end of the world that we lose that. And in another turn we can start putting some proper artillery into this army. Which will help to turn things around. I think I actually want to destroy this. You know what we should... I want to destroy it and put a blacksmith in there, because we really need one of those right now. I'm going to start building one so that we can have at least some access to it. Grab a couple more archers. Keep sieging the brass keep. Once we get both of those siege towers, they should be weak enough and we can figure something out from there. Like I said, I feel like I'm rushing myself, and I think that is it's a mistake that I'm making right now that's obviously been pretty costly. I don't think there was any real reason to take that. I just saw an opportunity at the fort that I tried to take, and I think that fight is winnable. It looked like it was winnable to me. You know, maybe I'm just overestimating. Like, I didn't have great levels on my units at the time. I'm thinking that the Burning Head from the Bright Wizard's just going to automatically save me, but... And I'm sure I could have played it better. If you're watching this and thinking, man, that was miserable to watch, I don't blame you. I'm sure I could have played it better. But, it's a little tough to see right now. Yeah, going to tier 4. I don't know, just need to be more patient. We've moved through this pretty quickly. We've got a lot of territory. We can't even afford to build it all up right now. Patience is a virtue. I definitely think I well, not overextended, but well, I just saw an opportunity there and I tried to take it. Maybe, hopefully, bought Marienburg a little time at least. I didn't really eliminate that much in terms of enemy units. But I'm just kind of talking to myself at this point. It is what it is. Yeah, they're so weak right now. It's just that opportunity. Like, if we could have pushed through that fort, like, taking control of it stems the flow of their troops into our territory, and as you could see, it was easy enough to hold it. Imagine if we could have just held, like, imagine if we had that right now with the army that just attacked it. He's never breaking through there. We don't have to worry about it. Ooh, both of these sound good? I don't know. I'll take the money right now. Don't necessarily need the money if a caravan has just arrived. Weird, but it's alright. Okay, Kappelberg, Krugenheim. I also want walls there. I'm going to focus on upgrading the settlements that I think are going to give us the most benefit. Now... I want to fill out that infantry line first. Make sure that we have all we need. Let's see. Nothing much to do there. I'm a little worried about that. Could upgrade for reductions on the net of Ammontok. And we still can't auto-resolve this for a victory, which is really irritating, but... See, and this is where I wish I had some better artillery for this fight, too. But I think this is the point where we can take this one out. Alright. Guess I'm just in a rush. I've been playing this a little longer than I intended to. Because things were going really well. Got a big case of one more turn syndrome going here. because so far things have been turning out pretty decently overall. Like, I wouldn't think you would have this done until about turn 50 maybe, or it's reasonable to have taken that long. But here we have Festus trapped at the Brass Keep. Kazrak has been dead a long time. We've got lots of territory secured. Middenland is revived. And the vampire counts are not really a threat in the southwest. Like, things are good. And I kind of wanted to seal this off. I'm ready to put an end to this particular chapter. I think we'll be complete with this phase, you know, once we get through some of this. If we had the fort and if the Brass Keep was done and Festus was done, like, I'd be calling it a wrap. It'd be very clear. And I mean, obviously that's not what's ended up happening here. But, well, it's just because I'm, like I said, I think I'm just trying to rush myself to be able to wrap things up for the day. And it's causing me to make mistakes, but I want to show it. I want to show it off a little bit too, you know. Like I said, I'll even admit I already played that fight once and didn't win it, and I went, huh, well, I made some obvious mistakes. Let's try it again, and couldn't win it. But I want to show that that's, like, my campaign's not over. Things are gonna be okay. It's a setback. It's probably, again, could have been played out better. It's annoying to be in this situation, but as a player, you shouldn't necessarily let those kinds of frustrations get to you. Again, for me to say it's a setback, like, we're in a pretty good spot still. We're in a really good spot as a result. It's a failed offensive into enemy territory, much less painful than a failed defensive strike. Now, I'm just trying to figure out what I actually want to do in terms of assaulting this. Like, because what we need to do is we need to get into a position, like, I don't want to go here because we're going to get too cramped. I want to be able to take a position where our handgunners can, like, I think this corner is just going to be it. We want our handgunners to be able to get lots of damage out. Oh, and we can't, well, we can kind of set up over here. This is a little cheeky. Because I also don't necessarily want to rush the walls with my troops all in all. Like, getting some spells cast. This is the kind of stuff that I'm going to want to do. Park these greatswords over here too. Because I need to get those handgunners shooting on units. I don't have enough artillery to break down the walls, and this is where having some artillery would really be decent. Maybe we'll park this up here just as a distraction. So I don't want to just park these handgunners right in the face of the towers, so this is just going to be an awkward fight. We're going to have to try to take advantage of the map as much as we can. We're going to put siege towers up and on. I don't know if that's the right call either. Let's shoot that. Yeah, we probably won't even have enough. This is actually perhaps a bit of a concern. We should try to capture this. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's get you, like, and that looks like, well, it's just a marauder, okay. I'm alright with that then. That looks pretty good. Let's do that. Didn't deploy much of value. Oh, there's a chosen over there. So that means this is actually one of those chosen, isn't it? Is it? Oh, they're getting absolutely wrecked. Prevents us from casting a banishment, but we'll be alright with that. Start trying to break down the gates. There's Festus and one of his units. Like, is this banishment really going to pay off is the question, or should I save it for better opportunity? Are they taking damage? Okay.
Ready for war! Awaiting orders for the Warhammer!
Where's this guy? Oh, he's taking fire from the tower, I guess? Huh. Alright. I can accept that. Franz doing great on the walls. I'm really tempted to do this little... Looks like it might not work for me, actually. Let's run them over here. What, just... Oh, that's good. Sick. God, I'm trapped in the frickin' corner, dude. What even is that? Oh, that is so annoying. Wow. He won't even move for that. That is so sad. We're gonna trap Festus real quick. Got units spilling out. Capture the towers. We want to move the mortars up, but I don't know what to have them shoot at anymore. There's nothing that's really all that valuable. I meant to move these forward sooner as well. Great swords going up. Handgunners going up. Put them in the towers and have them start climbing the walls. These units are completely surrounded. I knew this was a bad idea, but I just kind of wanted to buy some time there. We need the Reichsguard to fully retreat. And the units on the walls, hopefully we'll be getting to work here. Where's those chosen? In there. Get in there and chase them down, maybe. Take all these lads off guard mode. Oh, that is not good. Yeah, the Chaos Fury's coming in. Well, should have thought about that. Fed the handgunners right to him. Smart. Maybe Festus? Yeah, I feel like that's not smart either. Throw them back here. You know, we're all jammed up in there. Can fire at these? This is one of the weirdest things, too. Oh, I did take them off fire at will. Oh, well, that would be a good thing to re-enable. Smart. Very smart. This is so frustrating. Okay, we can at least do that. We can get some kind of value out of that. Because that is so irritating. Why are these guys not here? Because I should start peeling some of these units off the walls, yeah, because we're just going to get devastated over there. Which is to be expected. I want these handgunners to be able to get some value. Maybe I'll leave them on the walls for now. Put the great swords in. Get Franz onto Festus if we can. Some bonuses going. Nothing coming from the left so far, but we are going to want to put the halberdiers over there in advance for that case. I want to put the mortars facing this way, see if we can fire them down range. I want to get these handgunners into a good spot too. We're just going to lose our heroes to that. Should love to see some of these towers are under their control. Nope, that's not what I want from you at all. Hopefully these guys will shoot down over there. Great swords. I'm going to try to move to intercept those Chaos Warriors. These halberdiers in here on the chariots. See if we can get these guys to shoot at something. That'd be splendid. Don't run in there, please. Here we go. This is where I needed these guys to go a long time ago. These handgunners get something useful done. These boys are struggling. That's how Festus works. What is this guy doing?
Loaded.
What? Stay in there. This is not the time to retreat. For no apparent reason.
Great swords. Fire.
I'll pull these back a little bit so they don't get completely killed by our own mortars. It's kind of the point where mortars are just a useless unit. How are you obstructed, bro?
By Ulrich's wrath. Great swords. Yes, sir. Cannons. Fire.
Okay. This seems acceptable.
Ready.
That does not seem acceptable. Who is this? Why did he... Oh, my fucking infantry is just toast already.
Climbing the wall, sir. Get up there.
Alright.
Reichsguard.
Franz retreating. Festus in great health. Sick, dude.
Our weapons are yours.
Kill those chariots, please.
Gunners.
Shoot the correct unit. Not much commentary here. Man, I don't know if any of these guys are doing anything useful. Franz is alive, but I can't trust him to go back into battle. And just have him fly over as buffs. These Chosen are still out here. We're mostly being able to take down a lot of these targets, though, so things are working out okay. But, like, this cluster sucks. These halberdiers, I hope, are winning this fight. These guys are gonna do okay over here until my great swords run right into this mortar. Yeah, mortars are just fucking useless at this point in the campaign. These guys are just dying horribly to the Chosen. I'm gonna try to put them out in the street. I don't know what to do with these guys. Try to do the same thing. Fortunately, these are running right up the gut. I wish that these would just fucking kill Festus. He's right there, bro. Just shoot him.
My subjects call.
Come on. No. Oh, okay, he's retreating. Okay. We'll take that. Swordsman here.
Shoot them.
Might be able to help them survive the Chosen.
Handgunners.
Word is dead. Those units are dead. This might be the end.
By Ulrich's wrath. For Ulster. Halberdiers. Fire, fire.
Swordsmen are finished. Put them up front.
Very well. Handgunners.
Okay. Yeah, not my best work. Maybe a little more fatigued than I realized. Well, this doesn't help, but this is... There we go. I was going to say, this light wizard getting stuck is not the key. I'm getting a little frustrated, as you can probably tell. But I suppose this was a battle that the game doesn't think I was supposed to win. And I'm going in with just swordsmen against chaos warriors and stuff. I have to expect a lot of losses. Just need to set reasonable expectations for a fight like this. Just frustrating to... The thing I hate the most is when you've got those chariots and there's still 2 models left even though they're at 5% health and your handgunners just won't kill them. And then it's like, oh, there's their lord, and we have this high ground advantage shooting down at them from the walls. And they're like, let's shoot those routing units instead. Come on, dude. Whatever. All that being said, it doesn't matter, because the deed is done. Yeah, the Pegasus, hopefully that hero won't get stuck like that ever again. And now we have control of the Brass Keep, and we can get some money out of it. It's going to take forever to grow. I don't know if this is the most efficient province to have. That growth bonus is actually going to be really good. But we didn't lose any units in this army. We can get another rank in replenish troops to recover this entire army back to full in 2 turns. We ought to make some considerations here for what kinds of things I want. Like, what is my troop composition going to look like going forward? I still think that it's fine to take this, get another 4 points total. Spearmen, swordsmen, flagellants. Like, we really need the artillery next. And maybe that's just what we should put. Well, I still want to get a little bit more on Franz for now. So we've talked about that. Verona's Time Warp does work in an area by default. We want to get to Arcane Conduit as well, because that would be nice. At this point, I need to get him home and replace some of these troops. And, we'll have to see how this one goes, too. He's just raiding us. Like, oh, the plagues. Still have frickin' leftover plagues, dude. Nurgle's dead. The plagues can quit now. It's fine. Plagues can just be done. He's just got spearman spam, so he won't really be able to beat us. Recruit some more archers just to be safe. See if we have any meaningful upgrades to purchase. You'll notice I don't take the growth ones a lot because we already have, like, it costs, I don't know. These aren't that expensive, but it's also not that big of a jump in growth. I actually want to get this so I can unlock the Witch Hunter. And, this guy's already recruiting some new troops. Just keep upgrading his survivability. Can't go further with the fort. These settlements are all good. We already spent our growth points there. I think that we're in a good state.
Our neighbors in the east deign.
Ready to defend.
It is time.
Can we maybe get some
Champion of
deals of some sort? I really would like to build up friendship with Bretonia, especially if they have a defensive pact with the Wood Elves. That'd be kind of neat. Get the conglomerate going. But, yeah, okay. So, I'm going to end the turn and let it run out. And we're going to kind of talk about some things here because I'd like to think this is the end of Phase 2. In my opinion, this is what it looks like. This has not been the cleanest finish to a playthrough. I mean, the playthrough's not done yet, but, well, this particular chapter, whatever. Obviously, this is not the cleanest game type. Maybe playing out a little bit fatigued or trying to force things through and maybe just, I don't know. Empire State troops are disposable. Like, that's supposed to be the point. You know, we've got all these swordsmen, but this isn't, you know, I'm going to have to shake up this composition a lot going forward anyway. I don't want to keep a bunch of my swordsmen from the beginning of the game. Like, that's not what's going to carry me through to the end game. So we're going to be wanting to make some changes in the near future. Yeah, there. But, like, the point is we've completed, like, the second phase of this campaign. The goal to destroy Khazrak the One-Eye and eliminate the Beastmen. That's been done. And Middenland has been revived. People could debate whether this is a good idea or not, but he's building these back up. Yeah, income, walls, mortar, like the forges. Like these, you know, it's not going to be perfect settlement building as we can see, but he's building this back up for us for free. Developing this and sitting at 9 fealty. As soon as he ticks over to another fealty, like as soon as, you know, we might be able to reconfederate that and reclaim this territory instantly. Nordland takes out the Greenskins all by themselves. That's beautiful, and they're welcome to keep that territory for as long as they like. We want to start building fealty in other places if we get the opportunity to. I really wish that these guys would make peace. But anyways, getting back on track, the other objective was to destroy Festus, and that's been done. Hawkland has been restored. I've talked about liking to use this province as sort of a lightning rod for the inevitable attacks that will come from the northeast, although I say that and I look, and
Boca Palace's doors are open.
I kind of think that Kislev has killed the Skaven, which is incredible. This has easily been one of my most fortunate campaigns. Wow, that blows my mind. Usually Kislev is struggling horribly. I don't know if I've ever seen them kill the Skaven. I still think there's an inevitable, you know, a wave from the northeast. Once Kislev loses some momentum, they'll get kind of bruised and battered by the Norskins. I mean, we even have, like, Azazel right here as well to worry about. I don't know. I still think, well, anyways, Hawkland's been taken by us. Festus has been eliminated. Talabecland's been confederated. So we have another province here in the center. We've got the province of Hawkland. This means that it would be great to confederate Middenland when we get the opportunity. We've identified a threat of the vampire counts in the southwest, and we're trying to respond to that appropriately by building defenses in Isleheart on our western flank, assisting Marienburg in their fights when we can. We took a fight there that did not go so well, but we've got enough technology up, like we've got enough upgrades now where we can get some higher tech artillery, which I think is going to be a really useful tool, especially in something like besieging a fort. You know, this is going to be a tier 4 fort, but those fort defenses are going to evaporate in the face of something like 3 Hellstorm rocket batteries and a cannon, which is what I intend to recruit. I'm going to want to replace this army with more handgunners then as a result as well, because I won't need, like, the rocket batteries are going to have all the arcing fires, like firepower that I need. I don't need the crossbowmen at that point, and I want the armor piercing. The wood elves still doing splendid work and keeping the vampire counts on the back foot. Hopefully the wood elves don't decide to betray us when the vampires die. But the most important thing is just for us to hold this flank. I'd love to take the fort and just cut off this pass and be able to kind of hold things down, because what we want to focus on next is moving to take out the vampire counts, because those are typically the next largest threat. It does appear that they are stronger than us, and they do see us as the next major threat. Do we have eyes on Kara Kadreen? We don't. Again, talking about how this has been one of the most fortunate campaigns I've played, seeing that the vampire counts still haven't broken out. Well, you know, I said this too. It's turn 42. I think that it's still actually pretty early to be at this status. And that's why I keep saying this has been a fortunate campaign. Another one of the reasons why is I think this is very early to have reached elimination. Like, Kazrak should be wiped out, you know, by turn 20, maybe 25 at the latest, if he's like running away from you a lot. You should be able to resolve that immediately. Festus is a longer, more drawn-out project. You need to incorporate handgunners into your army. You might need to chase him all around the lands here. It can be kind of obnoxious. And he just is going to have, like, you're going to have a harder time taking him down. Or at least that's my experience. And I think turn 40 is perfectly reasonable. I think turn 50 is perfectly reasonable. Around turn 50 or so, I will expect the vampire counts to start breaking out of their territory. It seems like they've just, like, really bitten off more than they can chew and just cannot win these attacks from any side. I don't know what happened this campaign. Golden Order destroys the ogres. Looks like the greenskins are dead down here too. I don't know why this is all ruined. This must be Skaven over there, I'd have to imagine. Yeah, Clan Rictus. Okay. Yeah, vampire counts on the back foot. Ogres are dead, so the Golden Order is safe. Clan Angren, like, this is definitely an Order-Tide campaign if I've seen one. I'm getting a little off track here, but yeah, I feel like I don't have that much to talk about. Normally, I would expect in the next 10 turns for the vampire counts to kind of explode, take all of these territories, start wiping out Stirland and Talabecland, but instead we control Talabecland, the vampire counts are on the back foot. Anyway, this is a very good ending point to Phase 2. I've even showcased some embarrassing battles, and I wouldn't say that you should rely on the AI to cover up for your mistakes, but you can see, like, us losing that battle, that didn't really, it could have been bad. I've had campaigns where I've had to take really hard fights against the vampire counts before, but again, losing an offensive battle I don't think is as devastating as losing a defensive battle. Losing that offensive battle, it's irritating to me. I don't feel like that's a battle I should have lost. I feel like that is a winnable fight, but I couldn't figure out how to win it. And that's okay. We played it out because this is Legendary, and I need to be able to accept the consequences just like anybody else. If you're not on Legendary, that's a great fight to play out. Well, maybe not as many times as it takes. If it takes you 10 tries, maybe take a break. But or maybe it's not a winnable fight, and you shouldn't see it as such. But if you have a tough fight like that, and you're not playing on Legendary Campaign Very Hard Battle, you should be more than willing to retry those fights, because those are the ones that are going to get you the best practice. I don't even, why am I recruiting more swordsmen? I want to convert into spearmen, handgunners, heavy artillery at this point. Anyway, point being, you can take a bad fight every once in a while. If you're playing on Legendary, it's inevitable that you take a bad fight unless you want to use the exit to main menu trick, which I think is kind of scummy to do, because that's not how Legendary is meant to work. If that's what you're doing, just play on Very Hard Campaign, and then you don't have to live with consequences like that. You can rematch battles. Yeah, it's okay to, that's just the nature of the game. Or if you don't want that to happen, yeah, just don't play on that difficulty. Anyways, yeah, I'm really starting to ramble and run out of things to say, I guess, because this chapter's come to a close, and I don't want to start talking too much about the next chapter of this campaign. I think I've made some good summaries here. I think I've made some good lead-ins here. Before I ramble any further, I'm going to sign off. So that is, well, obviously that covers everything I wanted to for phase 2 of this campaign. We've got a lot of territory. We're feeling very secure. The center of the Empire is extremely secure right now, and that means we can start looking towards external threats and moving to take them out. I mean, the one exception being the vampire counts, which is why we're targeting them next. I hope that you found some valuable tips and tricks in this video. I hope that for people who have been struggling with this phase of the campaign, which in my opinion is very difficult. This is probably the most difficult part of the campaign, successfully navigating the battle against Festus. We did not have one of the biggest struggles there, but we got to see some of the things that you should be planning ahead for, like the eventual surgence of the vampire counts in the southwest and how to respond to that, how to kind of, you know, play cat and mouse with Festus a little bit and take him down. We saw that you can use the wood elves here in the east to kind of assist you. You know, I didn't have to actually do anything to get that to happen, but the wood elves here are a great, like, enemy of my enemy is my friend type option for this campaign. It's very useful to have them or somebody else knock out Festus for you or have him screw around. Even if he's running around taking out territories in Talabecland and weakening them, who cares? The main thing you want to do is be able to take out the Brass Keep, take out his core settlement, and then he's just stuck with outposts and stranded in the wasteland. Not the worst case scenario for Warriors of Chaos, but a bad scenario compared to leaving him with the Brass Keep for last. So maybe I made some poor judgment calls there. It's a campaign where you get spread pretty thin, though, depending on how things go. So hopefully this gives you an idea of how to balance your resources better, how to make better decisions about when to move out, even things like restoring Middenland, which some might find to be a questionable choice, but again, they're building this up for me for free. Their fealty is high, our imperial authority is high, and we've essentially lost very little of it. I'll probably want to confederate Middenland next, and then kind of let things build up on the other frontiers, and we'll push out from there. So, thanks for watching. Any questions you have, leave them in the comment section below. Any comments or feedback, if you want to tell me how much I suck at battles, if you want to tell me that you think I did better than you did, whatever feedback you have, whatever advice you have to share with me, to share with other people, I'd love to see it. If you've made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with my rambling that I always do when I do long form videos, and have a great day. We'll see you on the next one.